I'm here to talk about The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and I think this is one of the funniest movies I have ever seen. Steve Carell's performance as the Virgin is really believable. He really looks like a virgin. He kind of lives like a virgin lifestyle, and I know you're like, how can you determine what that is, you know? But it's just, look at him. I mean, if you can see, he just looks like a virgin. And this movie is hilarious because of the supporting characters too. They have Paul Rudd in this and Seth Rogen, and these are the roles I think that made them even more famous than they are, because Paul Rudd has done a lot of movies before, but after 40-Year-Old Virgin, he got so many more movies, and so did Seth Rogen. I mean, now Seth Rogen even writes and directs his own movies. Now, what this movie is about, of course, is a 40-year-old virgin, a guy who hasn't had sex for 40 years. Can you imagine that? Like I said before in my DVD update, I don't even think it's possible. That's how freaking, it must be really hard to go 40 years without sex, but this guy does it somehow. And they show you, like, he tried before having sex, it just didn't work out. Every time he tried, something happened, and it's so funny. Like, every time he tried, there's something wrong, you know, that he does, and it either turns off the girl or it turns him off, so they end up not having sex, so he stays a virgin, which sucks for him. There's a scene in this movie called You Know How I Know You're Gay? Pretty much it's Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd talking about how they know the other one is gay. It is hilarious, and I'm going to show you that scene.
Weight has been lifted. Celibacy is the way to go, man. Andy had it right. You know, look at him. He looks younger than all of us, but he's 10 years older. Why? It's because he's never had a relationship. No she-devil sucked his life force out yet.
So you're gay now?
No, I'm not gay. I'm just celibate.
I mean, that sounds gay. I just want you to know that this is like the first conversation of like 3 conversations that leads to you being gay. Like, there's this, and then in a year it's like, oh, you know, I want to get back out there, but I think I like guys. And then there's the big, oh, I'm a gay guy now.
You're gay for saying that.
I'm gay for saying that?
You know how I know you're gay?
How? How do you know I'm gay?
Because you macrameed yourself a pair of jean shorts.
You know I know you're gay? You just told me you're not sleeping with women anymore.
You know how I know that you're gay?
How? Because you're gay and you can tell who other gay people are?
You know how I know you're gay?
How?
You like Coldplay. Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
Oh! Oh! Leave my torso alone, at least.
You know how I know that you're gay?
How?
You like the movie Made in Manhattan?
You know I know you're gay?
How?
I saw you make a spinach dip in a loaf of sourdough bread once.
You know how I know that you're gay?
How?
You have a rainbow bumper sticker on your car that says, I love it when balls are in my face.
That's gay?
It's another scene that's also funny, but how he's a virgin, you know, he's telling this crazy sex story, and then he messes up. He goes, the tits felt like a bag of sand. I mean, a bag of sand? What was he thinking? Couldn't he have thought of something better? That was the worst thing he could have said. You know, that proved that he was a virgin because he didn't know what real tits felt like. And I thought that was hilarious how they show, you know, how they find out that he's a virgin. Not like he just came out in the open and said he was a virgin. That wouldn't have been as funny, you know? So, pretty much, this movie's about them trying to help him get laid. And, you know, it's just one hell of a ride because it's not easy trying to get your friend laid. Especially after 40 years of never having or getting any. You know what I mean? So yeah, great acting, great lines, you know. To me, this is my favorite, like either favorite or one of my favorite comedies. So I would give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's perfect in my eyes because I've seen it so many times and I never get sick of watching it. That's how funny it is. Please buy this DVD. Don't rent it, just buy it because I promise you, you will laugh if you can have a sense of humor. And if you don't, then don't buy it, I guess. But this movie is so funny. Please watch it. And, you know, first of all, if you haven't seen this movie, it's not like, you know, when this movie came out, I knew I had to see it. You know, I didn't think it'd be this funny. It just blew my expectations out of the water, out of my mind, you know. I'm talking really fast because this movie gets me like that. I mean, I'm not saying that you guys haven't got for 40 years. I'm just saying this guy hasn't got for 40 years. And you see his lifestyle and you feel pretty sympathetic with him. But, you know, then again, you're like, there's nothing really wrong with being a virgin, but for 40 years, I don't know, in this society, it just seems weird. It seems like, you know, something really abstract, you know, it's just something that doesn't, I guess, happen every day. And it's hilarious how this movie shows it, and it really is believable. This guy's performance was really great in this movie. You know, at first I was like, Steve Carell, really? But, because I didn't know who he really was, and Then after this movie, this is the movie that jumpstarted his career. And after that, he's done Anchorman and other movies, and those movies, you know, show that Steve Carell is the man, and he can be really funny when given the chance. There's another person I almost forgot. His name's Romani Malco. He's like the black guy in this movie, and he is hilarious in this movie also. He is another funny guy. It's just that he's not really famous anymore. Like, I mean, he may be famous, but I don't see him in any movies anymore, so that's why I consider him not that famous. And if I'm shaking this DVD, it's because, I don't know, I just do that with DVDs when I hold them forever and talk, you know? But yeah, check out, you know, my main channel. Subscribe here and subscribe to my main channel. Tell me what you think about this movie after watching it, or, you know, I'm pretty sure you've seen it, so tell me what you think. And also, tell me what I should review next. You know what you should do, actually? If you have Netflix, tell me what I should review on the instant, you know, and I'll watch it instantly, and then I'll review it next Wednesday, for sure. You know, I mean, the reviews that, the comments that I've gotten are pretty good, like Jackass 3, but I honestly, you know, Jackass is just going to be like another Jackass movie, you know? It's just like the stunts, the same stuff all the time. A Serbian film hasn't come out yet, and someone said your top 10 horror movies of the last decade. First of all, you got to clarify which decade, and second of all, I kind of want to do that on Halloween. So, and if you're talking about like the year 2000 to 2010, it's not that great year for horror movies, but yeah. This is the Movie Critic signing out.